Hi, SIA members. I'm Andrew Stephen. I'm Kyle's business partner, and I'm going to be doing the Friday chat this week. We're going to be discussing the SERP Turk SEO software for testing click-through rates in the SERPs. It's a really cool tool which we discovered a few weeks back, and we've just started using it. And if you haven't had the chance to use it, we're going to take you through it, and we're going to show you how it works. So let's get started. Just let me switch over to the right screen. Okay, so this all began with a Whiteboard Friday from Rand Fishkin a month or so back, where he was talking about using keyword stuffed meta descriptions and title descriptions, and saying that these days you should not actually do that anymore, that they will get lower click-through rates than well-written title descriptions and meta descriptions that are more written like AdWords ads, more in marketing language, and with less keyword focus. So he was using the example of tobacco pipes, and so we thought, instead of just taking this for granted, as Rand says, that we would actually test it ourselves, because he didn't provide any evidence in his Whiteboard Friday on why this was actually the case. He just said it was. So what we did was we found this great tool called SERP Turkey, and we set up a test using the exact results that Rand was testing in the Whiteboard Friday. And here it is. So we're just going to go to the homepage of this tool, SERP Turkey. It's free. Now, there's a number of different articles to help you set this up, and links to the different tools that we're going to be using. And so I'll put those in the description underneath in the video for you. But basically, it's this tool, and you set the test up in this tool, and then it's made to be used with Mechanical Turk, which is an Amazon product, which is where we're going to be getting all our testers from. They're real live human testers, and we get them for very cheap using this Mechanical Turk. So let's get started. It's asking first for the keyword we want to test for, and we're going to type in here tobacco pipes. Terrific, and now it's just asked to generate the results page here, which we can see, and asked us to paste the source code in here to generate the page. So it's found the results, and it's ready to set up the tests. So this is what they look like. And we haven't actually customized them at all. So this is exactly as they appear in Google for that particular search. And we can see the results that would show here at the end. There's nothing there now because we haven't yet run the test. So the first thing that's really cool is if we go into Manage Variants, we're going to create two variants and go into the first one. We can totally adjust what is put into the meta description and the titles. So in the case of the tobacco pipe test that we ran, we changed I might just show you quickly. So this is also showing the results, just ignore those for the moment. So the first result here was the high quality description and title, which Rand wrote that he said would get the best click-through rate, written more like a Google AdWords ad, less in the typical way that SEOs have been writing titles and meta descriptions. And then result number 3 was more keyword stuffed and less written in marketing language. So obviously you're going to get more clicks towards the top. So to remove that variable in the experiment, we created the other variant and just reversed it here. So that's the exact opposite. Position 1 has been put into position 3 and vice versa. So then we come back to our dashboard. This is where all of the links to what we need to run the test are kept. So we can see here, this is the results page, which is what the testers will see. Everything other than the important search engine results, the organic search engine results, have been blurred out. So it makes the task really clear and obvious for the testers. The dashboard URL, make sure you keep this because there's no login area. This won't be saved anywhere. So you should keep that somewhere safe. And last but not least, this is the CSV file, which contains the fields for the dynamic insertion that we're going to be using in Mechanical Turk. So we've set up the variants and we're now ready to go and set up the test. There's really good instructions on this article here, and it takes you through it in great detail. I'll put the link, as I said, in the description of the video. And now we go to Mechanical Turk. So it's pretty self-explanatory, but it might need a little explanation from myself and also the article. We start by just creating a project. You obviously need to have an Amazon account for this, and you also need to be in the US at this stage. So the type of project, this is not the right type of project. Okay, here we go. So here's where we're creating a new project, and we want to choose data collection. This is what it might look like, just a preview. And then we have to fill out all of these fields. You can fill them out based on the information which Tom has given us in the article, which is what I've done here. So we've named the test, the title, click the best result for a set of search results. So it's obviously the instructions that we're giving to the tester, and then further instructions here. Simply click on the result that you select yourself for that particular search. In this case, we're talking about the search for tobacco pipes. And then just some keywords for the testers to find particular tests that they're interested in working on. And we're willing to pay, I've put 7 cents here. You can pay less. The higher you pay, the faster you will get your results. And we're doing 200 different tests, which is been recommended as the minimum number to get accurate results on. The allotted time per test is 1 minute. So each tester has up to 1 minute to select the search result they prefer. And this hit or project expires in, I put 2 days. The first test we ran, we got the results in within about 4 hours. Again, it depends how much you're willing to pay. We can select that we require the testers to be masters, which means they're more qualified and they've got better reviews. And then we go into the design layout, which is here, this is what the tester will actually see and submit their results to. Again, in this article here, Tom has given us some HTML that we can paste to help us create this test. There it is. Let's copy that. to the source, paste that in. Okay, so this is the page that they're going to see now. You can see there's some dynamic fields in there, which I'll cover in the next section. So now we just submit that, and it goes into our list of projects. So the next step is actually publishing that. You can see it here, publish batch. And now it says choose a CSV file with the variables you specified in your project. So here is where we grab that CSV which SERP Turk gave us earlier, which I've downloaded. And we just upload that. That's going to give the project those dynamic fields to input, and you'll see in a sec once it's uploaded. Those dynamic fields are now completed. So the data from the tests is going to go into the right place, and the testers get the correct search term in there. It's done this way so you can run many click-through rate tests using the same project and just change the CSV file. So now we just have to log in. And just check that that's the information which we've put in. I believe it is. So the total amount we're going to pay for those 200 tests is $16. And then we just submit that. And we stay up to date through their interface, which will just tell us how many of the tests have been done until they're 100%. And then we can come back into SERP Turkey and we can see how we actually did. So this is the interesting part. We've got those A/B tests running. We want to know, is Rand right or is he wrong? And we can just go into manage the variance, and we can see now here there's the results. So if we click on each one of those, each one of those variants is a different test. So one of them is testing with the well-written ads at the top position and the keyword stuffed in the third position, and the other variant is the other way around. Okay, so here's those results for each variant. They're quite different, which is interesting. And now I've just added the two results together. And I just put them here. So the message ad, or the AdWords written, the more marketing style, the total click-through rate was 40.43%. And the keyword stuffed was well above, the total of 56%. So about 16% higher. That's obviously a big difference. So if you were to choose that title, description, and meta description, out of every 1,000 impressions, you would get 160 more clicks. So obviously, very significant difference there. That's going to help your traffic, and as we all know, that's also part of the search algorithm. So that could very well be boosting your rankings as well on that keyword. So well worth testing this, and there's a great free tool to do it out there. And I know we're going to be using this a lot from now on, and I hope that you will too. Thanks very much. See you next time.